Coming at you from the OLR podcast studio.
It's really more of a basement.
Coming to you from the OLR basement studio.
But it's still a podcast.
Coming to you from the podcast basement studio.
Yeah, but you still need to say OLR.
Coming to you from the OLR podcast basement studio.
Oh, that's way too many words.
Coming at you.
That's not enough. You still need to say OLR.
Let's just start. It's OLR.
Okay.
And welcome to the One Lane Road podcast with Lucas and DK.
I'm DK.
This is Lucas. What have you been doing, buddy?
Oh, hell, man. We've been, you know.
I don't know. That's why I asked.
You know.
You know what I did last night?
Mm-mm.
I sung Christmas carols.
That time of year, isn't it? It's been that time of year.
It is, and I did it. We went to a Christmas party. I sung in public. God bless you, married gentlemen. That's what me and the group that I was with sang.
Where'd you go? A nursing home?
No, we just had a contest.
Bingo? Was it a bingo night somewhere?
No, no, this was a just a Christmas party at a
Where at?
really nice house in Cookville, and we split up in teams and sung songs for money.
Sung songs for money?
Yeah,
Like
contest.
for a charity?
No,
For yourself?
for ourselves.
Selfish, really. But if you put yourself through that, you deserve.
You know
a
how
lot
many
of money.
times I've sang in public? Never.
Okay, I'm gonna break something down for you.
You know what I'm a lot better at than I thought?
Not singing.
It's not singing. Nothing was the answer to that. It was going to be not singing was my answer. But
How are we supposed to keep our? How are we supposed to keep our tough ass street cred if you're out doing door to door Christmas carols? We're supposed to be edgy on this show.
Yeah,
and you're out.
Neither of us has ever been considered tough by anyone. I wouldn't think.
I don't think anybody says we're neither. It's too tough. You're right.
Yeah.
Nor.
Yeah. Nor are either one of us.
Either way, who in the hell did you Christmas carol with? And
the bank, Kara's Bank.
Oh,
yeah. We
now
went
it
to
makes
Kara's
sense.
Bank. Yeah.
Now it makes sense.
Those people are really, really nice. All of them are.
Oh, her coworkers.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's some singers in there. They brought a ringer in. There's a guy that teaches singing that came in. I was a little disappointed. He was pretty tough competition. He was a ringer.
Did you wear a turtleneck?
No, I did wear a Christmas sweater though.
Ugly one or otherwise?
It was otherwise.
The answer is they're all ugly.
I mean, it was bright red.
Why wouldn't it be?
Yeah, I mean, it was a Christmas sweater.
Did it have a reindeer on it?
It didn't have anything on it. I
Just
limited it to just a red sweater. But I wore it. I also got a hard part in my hair now.
Did you wear Dockers also?
No, I actually wore the blue jeans that I have on right now. And my cowboy boots. But I wore a red sweater.
You didn't wear cowboy boots. You wore Birkenstocks or whatever in the hell those.
What are those? What's those?
What's that?
Little canvas ones you wear around sometimes?
Those are my house shoes.
Yeah, your house shoes that you wear over here from time to time.
Those are too cool to be in turtleneck category.
No, they're not. They're not. Uh-oh.
I fully seen you last night in a turtleneck with Dockers, some sort of penny loafers.
If I had penny loafers, I would have for sure have worn them.
What's gotten into you? Because you not told Kara,
I'm getting slightly gay as I get older.
I'm probably going to get Camden and go on to the house. I don't feel well. My tummy hurts.
I was more excited about getting up there and singing with that group than Kara was.
Oh, I'd imagine. Sounds like a terrible idea.
It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
No.
Yeah, it was.
My level of
I know Chris Raines. For sure.
Yeah, I'd want to definitely segue into my next conversation too, recapping last week. If I was out
yeah.
la
yeah,
all night long.
God bless you, married gentlemen. It was the song that we sang.
Did you knock on random doors?
No. It was just in the house.
You were in a group.
In a group, in a house.
I thought you meant you were going around
No,
the doors knocking.
No, we were in the house having a singing contest.
Did you have eggnog?
Mm-mm. I was completely sober. You know that. I'm sober.
Has eggnog got liquor in it?
Well, if it's real eggnog, it does.
Not if you're at a Christmas party singing those.
Yeah.
Fa la 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 la.
One of the funniest fa la 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 la's I've ever heard in my life happened last night.
Yeah.
I'm not going to call the guy's name out, but it was hilarious.
How'd he do it?
Fa la 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 la. It was
Kermit the Frog style.
Every bit of Kermit the Frog.
How'd you do it?
I didn't sing that song.
What'd you sing?
If I have to tell you, I sung God Yet Bless You, Mary Gentlemen one more time.
I don't have that on my iTunes catalog, okay?
That's what I sang. We sang. What my group sang.
Oh, it's all about you now?
And in general, I don't. Yes, in general.
Well, you were the lead singer?
Some would say.
Was
Some would say yes.
Was your voice?
Some might have patted me on the back for doing such a fantastic job. That didn't happen.
Was your voice somewhere between Fergie and Jesus?
I mean, I'm not going to say it. I'm not. I mean, if you want to say it, then okay.
Yeah.
But I'm not.
No.
I'm not going to say that. You can. And I appreciate it that you did.
Can I get 10 seconds of what you done last night?
No, you can't.
Oh, really?
I'm a little hoarse from singing last time.
Yeah. Disappointed in you. Big facts on that one.
What'd you call me?
I tell you.
You disappointed me. You come in wearing camouflage. You ain't been hunting in a year.
Next time, just lie about what you done last night.
I can't. I'm not going to. I'm not going to lie.
What's wrong with my camouflage?
Well, you're a redneck for one thing. You're not.
If you don't go hunting and just wear camouflage, you're
a redneck.
Yeah. Probably gonna wear my mossy oak jacket to every Christmas party that I.
Yeah, I guarantee that. Yeah.
This is Under Armour though.
Yeah, that makes it a lot better.
It's an upgrade.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Camouflage.
Yeah, but it's like a cool camouflage.
No, it's not. There's no camouflage that's cool unless you're trying to hide from the enemy.
Well, who says I'm not?
Point taken.
Valid point, isn't it?
Valid point. Point taken.
What kind of feedback did you get from Chris Raines last week?
I have not seen nor talked to anyone.
Next time, lie
about any of the show
ever.
Well, I do talk a lot, but I not about since last week. I haven't.
Yeah. Next time, just be like, "Oh man, I was down at the store."
Oh, they were telling me it was great, fantastic. Yeah.
I was happy with it.
Yeah, it was good. I thought it was good.
Run long, didn't we?
Run a little long. Yeah, runs a little long. Last two have been kind of long ones. Last two guests have been kind of long ones.
It's hard to cut people off when you
get
them in here.
Yeah. Especially if you're trying to get them to sing for you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of got to
can't say, hey, man.
Keep pushing them to sing, and sometimes it takes 2 hours.
I was happy with his story to get it out there, and Brenda Keith messaged me, and she was trying to find. I had to call her out, because she messaged me while I was announcing the high school ball game. She's like, "DK, what can I listen to Chris on?" And I said, what kind of phone do you have? She said, I have an Android. I said, okay, you can either watch it on YouTube or download Stitcher.
Yeah.
And give her the options. And I found out the other day, if you just Google our show, there's all kinds of other media players that it comes on. We're on all kinds of different things that I never had even thought about.
Huh.
But it's on there. Chris Raines is on all over. All kinds of networks.
Google us.
Yeah, apparently. If you're having trouble on iTunes or anything else, Google it. And there's like 2 or 3 other networks that
post it.
Carry us, yeah.
Huh.
We're kind of a big deal.
Yeah. We're going to kind of need to see who that is so we can see if they're charging for us or not.
She said she had a lot of good stories she could tell on Chris Raines, and probably more so, because I guess
than what he would tell on himself.
Yeah, or even than I knew, because my experience with him just goes back to the Wooly Bully days. You had a lot more memories about Vinny T's than I did. I came home a lot on those times. If you remember, I was still a Patties and Ridge Runners guy.
Yeah. Right.
I didn't stay home. I didn't stay in Cookville a lot on the weekends.
Yeah. Well, that was me and Josh generally, going out to those places whenever he lived with me that time. One of those 2 or 3 times.
Choate commented on it a couple times. He said he finally listened, got through it after, like I said.
All the way from Nebraska.
He said that when Facebook when he moved that I put something inappropriate on his Facebook wall for 30 days straight.
That sounds about right.
Well, 30 days I thought was excessive, but I'm not going to question it.
Yeah. I mean, that's what happens.
Good. What year did he move there, reckon?
10 maybe. 8.
Oh, yeah, that's probably a good possibility I was doing that.
Yeah. Probably 8 or 9, somewhere in there.
Did you have a good Thanksgiving?
I had too much to eat, but otherwise really good. I'm probably 38 pounds heavier now than what I was prior to Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Were you about 40?
No. Actually, I Black Friday shopped so hard that I lost weight.
Did you go Black Friday shopping?
Why wouldn't I? I'm trying to get the deals.
Oh, my God. That's so stupid. You don't even get good deals on Black Friday.
I bought a tablet.
I'd have given you a tablet. Here's one. Let's pause for just a minute, folks. If y'all can hear this meandering around, this is Dustin fighting his microphone. Hold on just a second. All right, and we're back.
Yep.
BK's back in the saddle.
Whew. We got all kinds of cool stuff. Carthage Walmart, for as weird and skanky as it is, it's got it figured out. You can go, you can get all your stuff in the buggy, then just hang out with all those Neanderthals for a couple hours.
Why would you hang out? Why don't you just go?
Because at Walmart in Cookeville, they have it all covered up, and you got to fight to get in there and get elbowed by Granny for some bath towels. Not at Carthage Walmart.
You just go in and pick it up?
Pick it up at 3 o'clock, and you wait, and they let you check out at 5:30. So,
oh, my God. You waited in Walmart for 2.5 hours?
We got my kids some good stuff. We saved a lot of money.
No, you didn't. You didn't save that much money. Did you factor in your time, what your time is worth?
Is there a calculation for that?
Yeah. Take whatever you're paid or whatever you could be making.
I was off.
Opportunity cost.
I did get paid. Try me again, tough guy.
It's just not worth it. I guarantee it's not worth it. Order it online. You can find better deals online than you can going and standing for 2.5 hours.
What if I have dial up?
You don't. Nobody has dial up anymore.
How do you know?
I know because I've been to your house.
Then I went to Nashville after that.
What'd you get?
Nothing in Nashville but a headache.
Mm-hmm.
You know the whitest place in America? Old Navy.
Oh, yeah.
I hate that store.
You went to Old Navy?
With a passion. I stood there and I was like the old man just standing there just waiting on the woman.
I'll never go Black Friday shopping.
That's the whitest of white places.
Mm.
There were so many white girls with cardigans on or like stupid, those God forbid leggings who would come in there, and they had Starbucks. Just basic white girls coming in there. And I was looking at extra larges thinking I'd have to snort meth for a week.
All day long. Yeah.
A month to even get in that outfit. But God, I believe I could shop at Goodwill and find cooler clothes than Old Navy has.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
I think so.
Yeah. What is it about Black Friday shopping that attracted you to it? Why would you want to go put yourself through that? Getting up early in the morning and going to a store?
It wasn't early in the morning.
3 o'clock, you was someplace?
PM.
Oh, that's not as bad.
They've really worked with normal folk on this. Now, I've never went when it was 4 o'clock in the morning standing in line for 5 hours.
Yeah, that's what I thought you was meaning. That's what Black Friday shopping is whenever people are talking about it. That's that 3 o'clock in the morning stuff. You just went shopping.
Black Friday is not even a thing anymore. It's we went Thursday. We Black Friday shopped on Thursday. There's really nothing left of Friday by the time Thursday wipes it out. And I can always find somebody to talk to.
That's I guarantee you that.
I seen somebody in Nashville I knew.
You should have recorded that conversation. Y'all could have talked about how stupid it was that y'all were out Black Friday shopping.
I was looking at women in leggings.
Yeah, where'd you go besides Nashville?
Target.
And Carthage.
Target is the best.
Target.
That's the best spot.
Yeah.
If you're a single man listening to this show,
go to Target.
And care anything about women or men, I guess. If you're Dwight Howard, we'll get to that later. Target's the spot. It's like Goodies in 1997. Every woman loves Target. Like, that's where you need to find if you're a single man. Just go post up at Target.
Remember that? Was it SNL or where they had the Target lady?
No.
Target. You remember that?
No.
Keep talking about Target and women in leggings.
Greatest invention probably ever.
Target.
Is there a store women love more than Target?
I don't know. I don't go to any store.
You have a wife. She love Target
My wife shops on Amazon.
because you make her go online. You don't let her go Black Friday shopping.
Welcome to Target. We're not going to watch all this.
That's pretty good. What year is that from? I don't recognize that actress.
That's Kristen Wiig. She's been in a lot of stuff since then. That's SNL from years and years and years ago, whenever Saturday Night Live was still relevant.
Yeah. I hate to see the shape it's in now.
Mm-hmm. 2013.
Well, I didn't think it was even funny back then, or I didn't know that it was still funny.
Still funny at that point.
But yeah, it wasn't too bad overall. I just went to all the white stores. A lot of white stores. You know, I got more black in me than that.
Yeah.
You know, I like to.
What would you consider a black store?
Or
any other color store?
What was that? What was that store that used to be in Cookeville, where like Staples is at? To the right, yeah, in the corner. It's like Gabe's now, but it was
Illusions?
No, on corner of Jackson and Willow. It was there forever, like Staples.
I don't have any idea.
Damn it! Yes, you do.
I don't.
It's been there. Guys listening is probably screaming it right now, but it's like Staples, and it's got the video game place, and it's got great clips. Rugged Warehouse.
Ah.
Yeah, you did know.
Yeah, I remember it. I didn't know, but I remember it.
Like if you ever need some South Pole jeans or some like Echo t-shirts.
Some FUBU pants.
FUBU.
Yeah.
They had it there.
Huh.
But now, I'd rather be in an urban store.
You're pretty urban.
Yeah, my cowboy boots right now, and
yeah, I was trying to see what kind of shoes you had on,
and my camouflage.
Yeah,
definitely could see me.
Orca Cooler's hat. You look like you just come off of an oil rig.
Yeah. Well, but I didn't want to come out of an Old Navy.
Yeah,
or a Starbucks or a Target.
You're about an inch away from coming out of a closet with these boots and that camouflage jacket on.
What does that even mean?
You know what it means, Dwight Howard.
Man, that's a story that I can't believe.
He's what, 6'11"?
A 6'11" bottom.
Yeah, power bottom. 6'11", Dwight Howard has a boyfriend.
That used to be a girl?
It's a girl. Wait.
Now.
Yeah, it's a girl that used to be a guy.
You know what's really ironic about this?
What?
He's the only player in NBA history I've ever heard that was taken injury for a butt. He had a butt injury. Before all this come out, he's been having butt surgery.
So it's true then. There was some speculation as to whether or not it was true, but it's real then, huh?
Because the guy, there it is. There's the article right there.
This one on Bossip right here?
Yeah. But the trans lover had done this to a rapper once before, and that's why people was questioning the legitimacy of it. But if some alleged gay lover comes out on me, if there's a guy that comes out tomorrow on Twitter and says, I have made love and D Kennedy 83 is a 6'1" chubby bottom, then buddy, I'm going to the social media
instantly.
I'm going above topics. I'm going to the Citizen Statesman. I'm going to the Jackson County Sentinel. I'm going to the Herald Citizen.
You know what you can't do?
What?
Go silent on it.
You can't.
You can't just be quiet about it.
And Dwight Howard went silent. He's out of he's on the injury list. He ain't nowhere to be around. I've been sexually harassed, called get in a wig. I've been told in the videos, as you can see, you better move. You're a freak. Bend over and tell them that. I have been threatened. My life's been threatened by Dwight Howard's pastor. I had a gay slur said to me by Dwight Howard's pastor, Calvin Simmons, because I did not want to sign a non-disclosure agreement regarding Dwight. I did not take hush money because I was afraid to try to say I extorted Dwight.
She goes on to say, I just wanted the situation to go away, but the threats by his team and the pastor made me frightened to the point where I am still afraid. Dwight Howard has done nothing to tell his team and the people he works with to leave me alone. That is my story, says that.
Woo. You feel the vibe. It's contagious, girl.
That's what she said. Dwight Howard, huh? Not going to say a thing about it, is he? He's not going to even mention.
That's the man that wanted to steal Shaq's nickname. That's Superman.
Yeah,
No,
that's what she called him. He don't understand right there. You know, he's a big guy. He's a real big guy.
Mm-hmm.
To want to be the bottom.
Yeah,
that's and the thing is, look at her. She's a bottom. She's a bottom.
I guess, but I bet that's like 6'5" if you really get down to it. I bet. God, it's so.
I've clicked on it.
Pretty boy. I don't know what to say about it really.
Tyler, the Creator, a real funny dude. Jaden Smith, Will Smith's second oldest boy, come out the other day and said their boyfriend.
Click on it. I didn't know it.
Yeah, Tyler, the Creator. He did all the new music in the new Grinch movie. And then Jaden Smith come out and outed him. Outed himself, too.
Where's he at?
Here's Jaden.
Click, move on down. I can't see it for that picture.
Well, I don't think. Let me see. No, let me just go back.
I just need to see his picture right there. Looks just like Will, though.
Yeah, it sure does.
Well, it's got a little J-Tag, I guess.
A lot of people coming out of the closet nowadays. Some might say it's the fashionable thing to do. Maybe why that's happening.
That's why I got scuffed up cowboy boots and camouflage on.
Yeah. You're going to have to go ahead and expound on what you just said there, because some might say that the reason you got scuffed up cowboy boots on would be something different than what you meant. So,
I'm not gay.
Okay,
and
all right.
Not ever.
Ever?
But ever.
Uh-huh.
Now, if that's the thing, if that's the going thing.
Yeah, I'll just be out of the loop like I am.
Why?
Right now.
Yeah, just go ahead and do your thing. I just can't imagine being manhandled by a 6'11" man.
Yeah, it ain't my.
How do you How do you get down with a 6'11" man anyway?
You get up with him, I guess. You
get a ladder?
Yeah,
you gotta get a ladder to get up on that man.
I reckon. I don't know. He's
step stool ain't cutting it.
Who's Teddy Perkins?
I don't know. Don't click on it.
I'm not clicking that.
Out. So TMZ Herman Springs edition is going on right now.
Yeah, we're just scrolling through.
Why don't we call any? I feel like a couple of beauticians sitting around right now, just
jibber jabber. That's kind of the way it's going right now too. We're kind of slow right now.
We'll get into some more stuff.
Yeah, let's get into something here besides.
I'm just not comfortable with this Dwight Howard. So don't ever try to steal the nickname of the greatest center that ever lived in God's green earth.
Maybe he's the greatest bottom that's ever lived in God's green earth.
He can be that, but he ain't no Diesel.
Had to go get butt surgery, huh?
We're moving on from this, Lucas.
Oof.
We're done with this conversation. I might
Doesn't he play for your Lakers now?
No, he plays for the Wizards.
Okay.
That's probably why he can't keep a team. He played for the Lakers for 1 year. Then he played for the Rockets for 1 year.
He don't know which
Hawks.
team. He don't know which team he's playing for. But
well, Clint Connor did pretty well over the weekend, huh?
Oh my goodness, boy, that auction went went fairly well for him. I think the total auction was about $1.2 million, and then the land and house went for like $1,081,000.
Man, I'd hate to pay. I know I paid that much money to live in Salina, Tennessee.
Yeah,
nah, it's beautiful.
There's like 3 people bought all the land, or 3 groups bought all the land, so it stayed local right there.
And it was rainy. It was a piss poor rainy day. So that was a good thing.
Real good turnout for them.
I reckon. I was aiming to come. I was on.
And I hope somebody went up and told him that they were there because of One Lane Road podcast.
Yeah, I wonder if Diana Monroe, when she bought that third of it, I wonder if she said, I heard them
boys talking about
young
that.
men on One Lane Road.
I bet Harry T went over there and said, I heard about this because of One Lane Road podcast.
Yeah, maybe we should have planted a stooge.
Just at least one.
With a T-shirt.
I thought me saying that enough times, we might have got one, but I don't think we did.
Well, I'd say he's happy it's sold.
Yeah.
Regardless, so good piece of land and
nice piece of land, nice piece of property. That house, if somebody can put some time and some money into that thing, boy, that'll be a pretty house again. A house that's 100 years old, needs a little TLC, but boy, it's still real pretty.
You're just on the best part about it is you're just centrally located, right on the right side of the bridge.
You're on the correct side.
You're on the correct side where things are just a little bit
better.
Well, I don't want to say better because
because it is.
Well, yeah, but if we say it's better, then we're just like Salina people and automatically think that we're better. So we don't want to.
I thought that was part of the game, though.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I just kind of, we're poor little pissant Herman Springers over here. We don't know nothing.
We don't know nothing.
We're not into that. Big news day for our alumni, Andrew Pope. He's going to be doing some cool stuff. He's opening a show in his hometown of Huntsville next month with Shooter Jennings.
Bam! Going to open up for Schuster, huh?
It'll be a good show.
Well, that's a big step for him, isn't it?
Yeah, he opened for him in Nashville last year, but
coming home and getting to play in front of his hometown crowd.
You would think so. We was texting today a little bit about it, and
you and Andrew Pope really hit it off, didn't you?
Yeah.
Let me tell you what I was so happy about with the Chris Raines interview.
What?
Was not one bit of wrestling come out of that.
And you know what happened?
Tell me.
As soon we weren't even in the vehicle yet.
Uh-huh.
He goes, "We didn't talk about wrestling."
Yeah, I know. I was at one point in time. I thought I'm going to mention the fact that wrestling didn't come up, and then I thought, hey, that'll be me bringing up wrestling. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah. If you would have a 225 would have been 3.
I'm so glad I didn't.
I was looking at his Facebook page the other day, and
is he a wrestling head too?
Yeah, well, we talk about old stuff. He don't watch it now, but I don't think he does, unless he's was hiding it. But he would talk about. I was going to say, come out of the closet about it, but that was too close to the Dwight Howard segment to really go about it. But it's what a lot of people, wrestling fans, are in the closet about it. But I looked back at his Facebook, and he'd seen like a junkyard dog action figure on a Walmart shelf. And he's like, "My life's complete." So I don't know if he got the JYD figure or not. But yeah, we weren't even in the vehicle. And he's like, "DK, we need to talk about wrestling." I was like, "I know, man." I said, "That's hard to believe."
There's a wrestler just died here the other day, here recently.
Yeah.
Who was it?
It was Dynamite Kid.
Kid. He died on his birthday.
So he's famous for tag teaming with the British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith, in the late 80s.
Well, that's actually who I thought that was.
British Bulldog died in 2002.
Oh, no kidding.
Heart attack. Overdose.
Of? Cocaine?
Well, he steroids and cocaine and pills, I think.
Them steroids really are hard on him.
He'd actually been in a wheelchair for the last several years.
The British Bulldog had?
Dynamite Kid.
Oh, really?
Yeah. No, Bulldog, when he died, he'd actually made a little bit of a comeback in 99 and kind of got hooked on some painkillers. And yeah, this guy had been in wheelchairs for several years. If you look at anything online about him, he wasn't in a good place in the last 20 years. He's pretty bitter guy. And that's British Bulldog's son right there on the right.
Well, I thought, man, the British Bulldog aged really well compared to that guy.
Yeah.
Well, he looks just like his dad, don't he?
Yeah, he does.
Harry Smith.
He got a break in WWE years ago, and he's, I think he's been overseas since.
Boy, that apple did not fall far from the tree.
He's a lot taller than his dad. That Bulldog was a stocky guy. That guy probably goes about 6'4".
Dang.
So,
Huh.
Big guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Raines was disappointed. He goes, next time, because I let him out in his vehicle. We rode back, and he was like, man, he said, I didn't know that was going to be that much fun. I said, I've been telling you since episode 1 it's that much fun.
Uh-huh.
People don't realize till they get down here how much fun you're going to have with them.
All right.
And he said, well, I still can't believe we didn't talk about wrestling.
One day, one Wednesday, I want you to get all your buddies want to talk about wrestling and come down here. I'm going to come down. I'm going to hit start, and then I'm going to walk out.
Yeah, that's okay. No,
Say, have at it.
Hey, I don't want to have a wrestling podcast. It's fun when people. That just goes to show you though how prevalent it is in people our age.
It really is still really prevalent, isn't it? Well,
it's something about it. Just a few years ago, and there's Twitter accounts now that shows highlights from when we grew up, and but if you look at it, nobody's talking about the guys now.
Right.
Nobody's want to talk about Seth Rollins, or whatever. We're just talking about the stuff we grew up on and how accessible all these guys are now at our age when these conventions pop up and different things like that.
Right.
And I've seen it where I've got to work them. You know what I'm saying? Like sitting there putting figures up on a rack to sell them, and Booker T come up and speak.
Right.
Don't even know he's behind you until he rolls
Starts
up.
talking.
So it's kind of cool to see them in that kind of deal and running into, I don't know, these old guys that I watched when I was 6 years old, pissing next to Ricky Morton of the Rock and Roll Express and saying, damn, Ricky, last time I seen you was drunker than a skunk. He said, yeah, I don't drink anymore. And I said, well, that's good. He said, or any less, mother. They're his tag team partner, Robert Gibson. I'm in the hotel bar at Winston-Salem, North Carolina at a convention, and I'm talking to his wife and his stepdaughter there because they was all, Buff Bagwell was 2 feet to my left, and we're all just kind of mingling, and his wife and stepdaughter had been to our booth a couple times. We'd kind of all just been cutting up together, so I'm talking to them, and he comes through. I pull the old JD line on him, Josh Dodd line. I said, what about it, Robert? And he comes through and just not even one word. Hits me in the nuts. I said, don't bruise your dinner. He said, more like my appetizer. Bitch. I said, man, Robert Gibson just cut a promo on me in the bar of Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
Those guys are quick, ain't they?
They are.
Yeah.
I mean, just
living in that world.
Yeah, and driving X-Pac back from the airport. I mean, I don't know, just weird things. I never, when I was 14 years old, watching X-Pac crotch chop and fly over the ring, did I think I was going to get a call? Hey, man, you still in Memphis? Yeah. Hey, X-Pac is on that show I'm doing. If you come through, do you care to pick him up? Yeah, sure.
Why not?
Hey, the best thing, I was like, I know wrestlers like eating at the Waffle House. You want to eat at Waffle House? So me and Waylon, Don Asbury, sitting at Waffle House with X-Pac, Cookville.
Did you call people and invite them to come eat with you?
No, I didn't. We just nothing. Nobody knew we were there. I didn't have my phone out or nothing like that. It was just wild. I'd like to see if somebody random would have walked in just if they'd known who X-Pac was.
Right.
So
did you ask him about China?
I didn't have it in me.
Yeah.
After you watch their sex tape, it's kind of hard to even bring her name up.
Yeah. Yeah, I would think so.
Whew.
Yeah, he's got a little Dwight Howard in him, don't he? X-Pac.
Well, if you throw it to China, she wasn't the most feminine ever had been.
No.
Speaking of celebrities, I got hey, I'm going to give you guys this will be out on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to give everybody a 24-hour window here to decide for yourself where I stock my next celebrity at.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a picture with a celebrity next Monday night, probably.
Yeah.
And I'm going to give you the lowdown right now, 24 hours in advance, how this happened. So you don't have to ask yourself, damn, old DK did it again.
All right.
John Schneider, old Bo Duke. Of course, who didn't grow up loving the Dukes of Hazzard, right? He, I think he's kind of fell on some hard times here lately. A lot of the things, it's SCH.
Oh.
So that's all right. Some people didn't finish top 5 in the spelling bee every time. That's cool. American actor. He's leaving Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was going to be on it, but so anyway, he's going to be in Cookville Monday night. That's the only reason.
So he left Dancing with the Stars and heading to Cookville.
Well, I don't think it's his big news.
Okay, I was like, he's teasing big news here. Surely that's not it.
I don't know what that. I don't know what I've seen that article, but I didn't read it. But now I've met Daisy Duke.
Uh-huh.
Probably 5 years ago at a thing actually in Cookeville. It was a Duke Fest where a lot of the Jennings family was there. Before I knew some of them, and so that was cool. She didn't look. Of course, you loved to have met her when she looked like she looked.
When she was 20.
Whew, boy, aging's a bitch, ain't it?
Yeah. Are you a bigger fan of that Daisy Duke or Jessica Simpson as Daisy Duke?
Well, I'm biased because of what you just showed me 20 minutes ago before we aired.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of Jessica Simpson as Daisy Duke.
Yeah, I'm confused as to why I'm not following Jessica Simpson on Instagram already. That's me dropping the ball because
for sure.
Look at that profile picture. What makes that? Does anything race through your mind when you see that?
I ain't saying nothing.
What
I am gonna do, I'm gonna scroll.
But I'm
down
a pervert, so
I'm gonna scroll down here to this picture of her as Daisy Duke.
Oh, she's got one on here.
Yeah, sure does.
I think you can appreciate both of them. When I went to the theater and watched Dukes of Hazzard, I was a little disappointed.
Were you?
My word, I wasn't disappointed.
Were you disappointed?
Hell no.
Were you disappointed right here?
Get you quick moving your. Would you stop? Okay.
Yeah, that's better, isn't it?
My word. Oh, I don't.
She says, anyone need a car wash?
Sign me up. I got 3 vehicles.
Yeah.
And a side by side. And a bicycle too. Shit, I'll walk through there on my bare feet.
Say what, Waylon? Go get your skateboard, son.
He left it in the hooligans parking lot.
Yeah.
That right there, I was not mad at her selection. Now that Dukes of Hazzard movie came out, I didn't like that they had Bo and Luke cussing so much when they had Stifler and
Johnny Knoxville.
Johnny Knoxville cussing, and I got that it was and they
updated.
It was an updated version, but they didn't have to be out there cussing and stuff. I mean, I just like the good old boy shtick. I didn't like that Roscoe was so funny on the show. And they come in here and in the first scene of the movie, he's breaking up a bar fight.
Yeah.
And he's like some big badass. I'm like, that's not Roscoe. Roscoe would have slipped and fell on a drink or something inside, and everybody made fun of him. And then I think what bothered me the most, and he did a good acting job. Man, you can't have Burt Reynolds, 6'3" or whatever he is, as Boss Hogg.
Oh yeah, you need Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito would have been perfect
as Boss Hogg. Yeah.
I was so disappointed in that casting. I was not. I loved Willie Nelson as Uncle Jesse too. I thought that did well. Even smoking a little weed there. But Jessica Simpson, whew. Nah, she can be Daisy Duke all day long.
I want to slow clap Jessica Simpson here.
Yeah, hell yeah. I've never seen anybody, celebrity or otherwise, fluctuate weight and go from like, whoa, Jessica Simpson's put on
10 to 2 to 10 to 2 to 10.
Quick, I mean, all the time.
In a hot second.
But Jesus Christ, that 10. Ooh. Snoop Dogg. Ooh, wee.
Yeah.
Ooh, wee. Oh, you going to watch the video?
I got to.
Well,
these boots are made for walking, Jack. Oh, boo. I hate ads.
If that video would have came out when I was 15, I never left home.
Yeah. Those who give their best deserve the best, says Audi. Here's your free plug, Audi.
So, yeah, how I met John, I'm just trying to keep this conversation going.
Yeah, keep going now. I'm just going to fast forward this a little bit.
Well, hold on.
Yeah. Yeah, you just keep watching.
Let me walk. Get off the screen. We're missing half of her legs right now because it's stupid box at the bottom. Golly. I want to be Enos.
Oh, look what I just did.
Rewind.
Hold on.
Oh.
Hold on.
I don't even think the word twerk was a thing and that movie was released. I know it wasn't.
Yeah.
This song sucks.
Yeah, this song is awful. That's what I was just thinking.
This video's. This is like a country Nicki Minaj.
Yeah. Yeah, this just brought the whole show to a halt, and I apologize. But everybody, if you go watch Jessica Simpson, these boots are made for walking. Your day will stop as well.
Oh, look at that booty shake.
Yeah.
And then if you follow that with the Nicki Minaj anaconda. Golly.
Yeah.
Dirty.
Now.
And I'm a dirty man, and I like it.
What was we talking about?
Hell if I know.
Yeah, I don't know.
John Snyder.
John
Cookville.
Snyder, Cookville, yeah.
So I knew nothing about it. Nothing. Didn't
Yeah.
have a clue. I'm going to the ball game Tuesday night or Monday night. I don't know what night it is. And I just happened to have it on 94.7, just kind of in a trance, passing by your work pretty much.
Yeah.
And said, John Snyder, Cookville, Tennessee. Go to our Facebook page. And that's all I heard.
Yeah.
I didn't know what you're supposed to do. Nothing.
When you got there?
Yeah. I just found it said John Snyder, Cookville, and I just commented and said, sign me up. And it was like 10 minutes, and I hadn't heard anything. You know, other people were commenting. And then, especially this one overachiever was like, all right, what do I do now? Like, I'm here. I commented. Like, easy killer. And then I got a message popped up from 94.7, said, all right, Dustin, you're in. Send us your birthday, email, and
See if you
phone
can
number.
get John Schneider on the podcast.
What do you think I'm going to do?
Try to get him on.
Yeah, it's like a performance, and he's got somebody from The Voice, I think.
What is he performing? Does he sing? Is he a singer?
I guess he is.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to have to sit through that performance to.
Oof. Yeah.
No, I don't know how about him, but now Tom Wopat, Luke Duke, he's always. Everybody says he's a decent musician.
Huh.
Snyder's had, albums for years and years, and he's been an actor and certain things, but just another childhood thing to kind of mark off there, I guess. Hell, it's Bo Duke.
All right.
Bo Duke. He was 18 when that show started, I think.
Was he
18,
really?
19. I think he lied about his age to get the role. Is what I think I've always heard.
They wouldn't lie about age in Hollywood.
I wouldn't think so.
I wouldn't imagine that.
But so yeah,
They sued IMDb at one point in time just to get their birth dates off of there so that they could continue lying about their
Wow.
age.
So yeah, I don't know. It's at the Maddox station in Cookville.
Yeah, you said people
Maddox place.
can vote on. You said people could vote on something. What was that?
What do you mean when I voted on?
A while ago, you said something about people voting on something, didn't you?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay, all right. I might have put that in my head. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But no, people can say whatever they want about how I'm, and that's just the newest one. But
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm just listening to 94.7, and I signed up, and whether I won or not, but
Yeah.
But it's at a distillery. I guess there's a distillery there. It's called
yeah.
Tennessee Distillery, or
It's up there on the square.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
I had no
where,
idea it was there.
It's where the old, not Highland Hardware, but
Yeah,
Highland Hardware.
not Highland Hardware, Maddox Hardware.
Yeah. Up
That's
on-
where it's at.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it said Maddox there, I kind of put.
I went down by there last night actually and looked over and seen a big distillery in there.
Well,
Yeah.
there you go. I guess I'll be at a distillery. It's not a bad. I'm so out of place in Cookville. They've added so much stuff, and I
It
can't
has
keep up.
changed so much since I was up there.
Mhm.
My sister lives in a really nice apartment that is really close to where you and I used to live.
Mhm.
And it's a great big nice set of condos down there now. Real close to us, right there beside the dollar store.
Well, they're popping up everywhere.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I guess.
Yeah.
Somebody from The Voice. I don't watch The Voice, but somebody's opening for him. Dupree, I think something. John. I was trying to be funny, but I can't remember that. Dupree, Jermaine Dupree is what I was trying to say. But then I couldn't remember his name, and it wasn't worth it.
Huh. Well, what else we got?
Let's take a break.
Hey guys, Lucas here. If you're enjoying the show, please make sure you're subscribed to it on whichever podcasting site you're using. Click like, leave us a rating, and a comment if you have a few minutes to spare. Don't forget you can reach out to us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all at OLR Podcast.
Would have been yours.
I caught you singing.
Oh,
Caught you singing coming back from the break.
beautiful, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I'll do some door-to-door Christmas caroling. I get.
What we got? Tell me.
Let's do completely off the
Off the cuff?
off of it. Well, let's give like a top 3 to 5 of everything. Let's just dive into it. Nothing in particular.
Yeah.
Let's start off We did a stroll down memory lane a couple weeks ago. We touched on some high school stuff. Can't believe you forgot Cody Dix was in your graduating class, and Tenny
He called me
McCarty.
Peaches one time. Tenny's my cousin, and I forgot her.
Yeah, you're a piece of shit, basically. And
Did you figure out who you forgot?
Sandy Davis.
Sandy.
And I didn't forget it initially in my head. So I guess I like my class better than you did yours. No big deal. It's no big deal.
Doubtful, but go ahead.
Barry.
Yeah.
That's memorable. What let's do sports memories. Favorite I don't know, 3-4 high school sports memories. Don't have to be with you, anything you did. Stories. Just funny stories.
Funny ones?
Well, it don't have to be funny. It don't have to be funny. I don't know why I said funny. It don't have to be funny. Unless it's funny. If you want it to be funny, it can be funny.
Well,
if you want it to be, no matter. Be good. It's good.
It's good. It's good. Well, I'll give you some sports memories.
Yeah.
Whether they're funny or not is yet to be determined. But I've never gotten hurt playing ball by the other team. However, Brent Duffer was very hard on me in sports. Me and him was going up for a rebound one point in time down here in the gym in Hermitage Springs. And Brent's a lot taller than me, jump higher than I can, so I don't even know why I was trying, but we were just both in the same general vicinity, so we both went up after it. And Brent got it. And I happened to be on the bottom of that situation. And whenever we come down,
Howard.
Yeah, that's right. And whenever we come down, I landed on the floor, mouth open, tooth into the that veneer. You know, the clear coat that they put on the wood down there.
You had to get veneer afterwards. You're meaning?
Yeah, I did have to get one afterwards. Mouth open, I stuck my tooth into that stuff they put on over the top of the wood.
Yeah.
And broke part of my tooth off into the floor. Had to dig that out of the floor down there. During the middle of the game.
Oh, was during a game?
It was
practice.
I don't know if it was a game or practice. Either way, broke my tooth off into that polyurethane on top.
Polyurethane. That's the word you're looking for.
Also,
do you have a James Hatcher tooth?
No, it's just a little corner of it.
Okay.
Oh, and then we were in over in Macon County playing a game. Again, me and Brent going up for a rebound. Stretch Armstrong's up in the air, gets the rebound, comes back down, clearing everybody out of his way. I happened to be the only one in his way when he come back down. He didn't have any way of knowing that. Caught his elbow under my eye. You know what a mouse under your eye is? You know, whenever it bleeds and closes up. Caught a mouse under my eye and from his elbow. And I swear, I went to the chiropractor whenever I got to college. And he told me I had a herniated disc in my upper back, and he straightened me out, and I was like a quarter of an inch taller. And the only time I've ever remember getting hit in the head, again, rebound, Duffer come down. He was up above my head. When he come back down, he come down on top of my head real hard and jammed me up. And I swear, I think he herniated a disc in my back. Yeah.
Brent was rough.
He was hard on me. He's a better ball player, too. That's why I was always in the wrong spot, probably. But I don't know why I'm riding his nuts so hard. But my favorite memory of ever playing in a game, it was him. It was something that he did. We was in Hartsville, and I inbounded the ball to Chris or something. And Chris and Brent were going down the court, and I was coming up behind them. And Chris passed it to somebody, and somebody picked the pass off in Hartsville. And they took off running, and Brent was somewhere around half court. And Brent circled, made this big circle, and come up. And this boy just let a layup go. Thought he was in the clear, just going to let a layup. He didn't see 6'7" of Duffer coming out of nowhere. Duffer's elbow coming across the rim whenever he come up. And, I mean, pinned it against not against the backboard, slapped it off of the scoreboard in the middle of Hartsville. Cleared the benches in both sides. Hartsville's people was jumping up, cheering for Duffer. Everybody on the sidelines, both teams were up in there. And all that boy could do as he let it go, he turned around and seen Duffer coming through the air and just watched it. Just watched it happen. He couldn't do anything. He's already a poster. And he knew it.
That's nice.
Yeah, it was was really nice.
He's got a lot of family from Hartsville, so that's probably a good memory.
Yeah.
I blocked a guy in Mount Juliet Christian one time against hit the scoreboard.
Yeah.
Blocked it. I didn't clear any benches or nothing, but I did. I come from. He shot a baseline and I caught it coming down the lane and knocked it up and hit it off the score up top.
I remember John Denton telling me one time. He said, "Quit jumping up there after him." I said, "I'm blocking him." He said, "He said,
I'm trying to."
He said, "You're not." I said, "I am. I stopped him from shooting." He said, "Have you ever done that and them not called a foul on you?" And I said, "Well, they did that time." He said, "Then that's not a block, Hickman. That's not a block if you get called a foul. You fouled them. They get 2 foul shots." I said, "Oh, oh yeah."
Oh, man. I guess one of my favorites, I remember seeing Brad Cragged on his senior night just go completely unconscious. I would have been a freshman. Because AJ always got the notoriety for being the better ball player, but Brad was always so good. And I remember that night they were feeding him. He was the most talented of the 4 senior players. The other 3 were post players and were decent players in their own right. But Brad was the most talented of the 4. And I just remember him hitting, I don't know how many 3-pointers. And I just remember him just running down the court like this. It was like the 3rd one he hit in the first quarter. It was just cool to kind of see him get his due, because AJ always got all the spotlight. And seeing AJ break the all-time scoring record, that would have been your freshman year. We were at one of those Christian schools.
We do 1,000 points or something.
2,000 something, almost 3,000, I guess. Enough to get a trophy case and
9,000 shots and 2,000 points.
He's the only person I know to have a fractured ankle on defense. Jeremy Hammer gets the steal, and AJ's miraculously ill, clapping for the ball.
Yeah,
that was at one of those Christian schools that he broke the record of. I can't remember which one it was. Also, that was the year that Glenn Gallagher scored 45 against us at Monterey, and then AJ comes back at our place and scores 43
on them
and sends it to overtime. My favorite Christian school memory, though, Christian school athletes are assholes.
In general, yeah.
But generally, they're the worst.
Yeah. Go ahead. I just had a Christian school memory pop in my head for playing basketball with them. Yeah.
Go ahead.
We were at Mount Juliet. You remember when they had that hard plastic floor?
That's where I'm going with this, I think.
Is it?
This is my memory.
What, with the cheerleader getting hit in the head?
No.
We was playing a JV game, and they had their point guard was 4'6". I mean, he's a little bitty fella. He comes down through there, and he couldn't pass the ball very hard unless he just really put his whole body into it. And he got both hands above his head and slung the ball as hard as he could, and he just completely missed the wing that he was throwing it to. And there was a varsity cheerleader walking up behind him that was from Mount Juliet and smashed her in the face with the ball. What was so funny about it was, for whatever reason, she jumped whenever it hit her, and it took her feet out from under her, flipped her up in the air. It's a horrible story. I don't know why I'm laughing so much at it.
No, it's a great story. You'd laugh at that if you saw it.
I did.
I mean, if you saw it again.
I think I got took out of the game for laughing so hard, just to tell you the truth, because it was my first year anyway.
Why is it cheerleaders, even though they're literally 18 inches at all times, it feels like, from the action, right on the sideline, why do they always have that silly-ass reaction when a ball comes out after them?
Like they've never seen one before. Yeah.
They jump around, they bounce. It's such a cheerleader move. No offense, cheerleaders, but
that's funny.
Mine was at the Christian school. I think it was Mount Juliet Christian again. One of those Christian schools. Jeremy Hammer, diving after a ball on that tough floor.
Oof.
They had
it was tile. It's like plastic tile. It's got gaps in it.
It's terrible. It's not good. It wasn't good for anything. It wasn't good for, especially the style that Jeremy, was always on the ball, diving for balls and everything. So he comes after it, and you can see the play developing. The ball is going loose. Jeremy's coming after it. Dives down on it. Mr. Cherry says, "Come on, Jeremy. Come on, get the ball." He goes, "I can't." This place is raucous. I can't. Go silent in 5, 4, 3, 2. He's got my arm. Daniel, get him out.
Yeah, get him out.
Which is full circle.
Yeah.
Hey, if Jeremy's listening to this, he's got to be laughing because nobody could have predicted in 2000 Jeremy would be doing all the work with the church that he's doing now.
Going to Haiti and
all the work that he's doing and all the time he's putting in. He's leading sermons and stuff, doing great work. And so how ironic.
Yeah.
We've come full circle. How ironic 16 years ago, dropping that big F-bomb on the ground of a tile floor in a Christian school. He got my arm. I can't get up.
We were in practice. The very first practice I ever had with the high school, and Brad was playing. And I was defending Brad. He had got down in the post somehow. And he bounced the ball real hard and caught it between his knees and threw his arms up in the air. And I turned around and tried to find the ball, and then he shot a layup on me. That one got me pulled out. Jeremy come running down the court, dribbling. Jeremy at that point in time was a hell of a dribbler. He comes running down the court, dribbling like crazy, and I'm thinking, oh, shit, I just threw much. I can't handle it. Well, he stops dribbling with his hands, starts dribbling with his knees while he's coming down through there. And I just stopped. I just stood there, and he just run around me. That one got me pulled out, too. Get on the bench, Hickman. I said, you got to keep defending. I said, how do you defend against somebody's dribbling with their knees when they come down the court?
Jeremy was a good ball player, too.
Mm-hmm.
Sure was. Oh, those were good times. Those were that was two, I guess, that I'd said Brad and then AJ and Jeremy, but that'd probably do it. I remember Corey Brewer baptized Brent and Clint gave him the Goldberg spear all in the same game.
Cliff.
Did I say Clint?
Yeah.
Sorry. I got confused.
Yeah.
I played a game of horse once, though. That's pretty cool.
Corey Brewer had this guy named Big John. And Adam Black and Big John, I don't remember what John's last name was. Adam Black, me and him got to be friends in college, but John was a really good ball player. He's really big. He was like as big as I am now when he was 16, but he was 6'7", And I was playing really hard, trying to score on him, trying to guard him and everything, and really thought I was doing some good. He told me, he said, hey, man, you're playing really hard. He said, if you keep working this hard this time, I'll let you score next time you come down. I said, damn. So I just worked really hard to come back down next time. He let me go around him to shoot a layup. I missed it.
That's great.
He said, well,
that's right.
Good try.
Oh, man, that story was pathetic all the way around.
It was the most demeaning game I've ever been in. But what are you going to do? He's obviously just being nice to me,
That is nice. That's a very nice gesture.
Hey, if you keep playing this hard, I'll let you score next time you're down. Okay. Dunk. Missed.
It looks like the kid. You're like the kid that all kids have scored at the end of the junior pro season, and there's one or two kids that are smaller than everybody else. They get. We got one kid. We always want him to score because he's always so little.
Yeah.
And so we'll make up. Lyndall Hensel will make up fake fouls just to get him at the foul line. We'll scoot him in 2 feet just so he can score.
Yeah. That was me.
That's you.
Yeah, that was me. I scored 23 points one game.
Yeah, you did.
Against Monterey, and that was my first and last good game I ever played.
Yeah. I never, Don Asbury said my senior class was the most experienced group because we always had so much depth. We came from a lot of good players at that guard position that had come through the last 4 years prior to that. So they were like, he's like, y'all the most inexperienced juniors and seniors ever had been. So we had some good games. We had some bad games. Still to this day, I remember being pissed off at Samantha Bowles from Salina because she ruined what was going to be one of my best games up against Salina, rivalry game at home. I've come out and I've hit, I think it was 3 3-pointers in the first or second quarter. They were all lumped together. Mm-hmm. I remember going, God, we're hot. We're up. We were up double digits on Salina at halftime. She catches me at the outside the dressing room. Brad's been in a wreck. Me and Brad were already tight.
Yeah.
Me and Brad, even as a senior, me and Brad were running around pretty hard together. And I'm thinking in the back of my mind, oh crap. I'm thinking my buddies, mine's not in the game second half. They come out. We can't do anything. They come back and beat us. Rob's cussed them out at halftime. and they just drill us. They drill us. So it comes to find out. I go out there with Union Hill, check on him. He's drinking beer after the game. Got half of Tompkinsville down there. I'm like, man. Then their place, and this is the one John Godwin's always like, Herman Springs is trash. Y'all run out with a boombox strapped to your shoulders. You know.
Where did Godwin play?
Well, do I want to be nice about this or not? He went to Jackson County.
Yeah.
And when he realized there wasn't a team, he's one of my John Godwin's one of my best friends.
Right.
But he found a good team at Salina and was a heck of a player, I reckon. I never saw him play. And
Is he quite a bit younger than us?
he's 4 years younger
Okay.
than me. No, I reckon he's a good player. I never saw him play. I didn't go to high school games. I wasn't James Hatcher.
Roy Frog. Do you remember Roy Frog?
I do. I know who he is.
He was a guy that, I think he was in my class over in Salina.
Yeah.
And we played them in Salina, and he played a game that he could not miss a shot. He dropped 35, 40 points on us, something crazy. He was jumping out of bounds one time. He was far deep enough into the corner that he was behind the rim, but he still had an angle at it, and flipped one, put some English on it like he was bowling, and went in. He could not miss. He was literally jumping out of bounds and flipped the ball up in the air, and it went in. It was just one of those. We come in, we were playing really well, but he was so hot that it took all the momentum out of the team whenever we got up there.
I had to call out Hatcher the other day. They said something about we beat Salina. No, he didn't. I said he quit on the team right before Salina. Elliott got sick. We actually beat Salina way understaffed at Salina. You always remember the Salina games. They're more special. I mean, they're all supposed to be the same, but you play Gordonsville, you play Salina. You ain't getting up for Gordonsville. You don't care about Gordonsville. You care about Watertown.
Yeah.
Salina. So we're over there, and like I said, James had quit the team. Elliott was sick, so you started, I'm sure, and Ben Eric, I guess, would have started in place of James. And I go over there and I can't do anything. I'm thinking, okay, I had a good game at home. I'm knocking some threes down. I go 0 for 4 quarters. I can't hit nothing. I got a bunch of family there, and you always get more nervous when family's there. Terrible. Somehow we're in the game. I think Brent had a big game. At the end of the game, I'm sitting there thinking, and I get fouled. It's the only thing I can do. That's the only thing I was consistently good at.
Right.
I never was. I was a streaky scorer. Like Waylon one night I'll have 10, next time he'll have 5. I'm like, well, that's
takes after Dad.
Yeah, I mean, I've never had 2 good games in a row in my life, I don't think. It don't seem like. So I remember John Godwin always saying, Herman Springs sucks. And he said, y'all are a joke. We always beat Matthew and Jimmy and George, all them boys. And I went, you can't play us, by God. So my team was the last team to ever beat Salina. He goes, y'all's team was garbage. And I was like, we'll play right now. Get your 5, and I'll get my 5. They went to the state tournament. Absolutely, we got crushed probably.
Right.
But he said, what'd you do? And I said, you better get a citizen statesman tough guy and figure out who hit those game-winning free throws. I remember John Denton saying, son, you ain't hit nothing all night. Oh, buddy, come on, hit these foul shots for me. I believe you can do it. He didn't even say, I know you can do it. He said, I believe you can do it.
Yeah.
And hit those 4 free throws then, beat Salina. And that's the thing, when you go into your basketball season, if you're from Herman Springs, you want to beat Red Bowling, you want to beat Salina, and you want to win your homecoming game.
Yeah.
And that season, we beat Salina, beat Red Bowling, and we won our homecoming game.
And that was it. Do you remember Randy Rice from Red Bowling breaking both of his wrists that time in the middle of the game?
No.
Down there in Herman Springs.
Jesus Christ.
Randy Rice could touch his head to the rim when he was like 16, 17 year old, jump out of the gym. Somebody threw a pass over his head that was so far over the top of his head that nobody should have been able to have gotten it. Randy Rice can jump through the gym and jumped up there and got it. He was, God knows how high in the air his hands actually were, but he caught the ball in the air and threw it. Well, he was running it, jumping backwards, and because he was still trying to play, he never caught his balance. When he threw it threw him backwards, and he kind of laid out flat and tried to catch himself with his hands, and when he did, it broke both of his wrists, just right above the wrist bone, going up his forearm. And he just sat there. He sat there and pulled both of his hands up. He said, I'm hurt. That's the only words he said, I'm hurt. And I was going back into the game whenever that happened. I was standing beside of him, and I heard both of his wrists break, and it was the craziest thing I'd ever seen.
Ugh.
Fast forward to baseball season, he jumped out in the outfield to catch a ball and come down on the chain link fence out there, on the top of that chain link fence, and it caught his arm, went up at the top of the chain link, went up inside of his arm out there in the outfield down in Herm Springs.
So that's why he messes with dirt cars or whatever he does now, them little cars.
He's got to quit jumping. He had to quit jumping. He's getting killed.
Golly.
Yeah.
God, that must have been your senior year because he played ball during my senior year because we always talked a little trash to each other. Ooh, boy. You know, I broke my wrist twice, or broke my hand twice, and Jimmy Campbell's been involved both times.
That's how?
Exactly. Like we were having a Memorial Day cookout, right? And Waylon was just a baby, and we had a little blow up swimming pool at my parents' house. They were gone for the day, and we all had a big cookout, probably 20 of us. And they'd already thrown me, Brent, being the great friend that he is, picks me up and throws me in the kiddie pool.
Of course.
So I got, because he's a effing bully, you know. And so I go in there and change the clothes, one set of clothes extra had at my parents' house. So they throw Jimmy in there because Jimmy's hammered. And I reach down trying to help Jimmy out. And by the time I see Brent hustling down my heel.
Coming behind you.
Yeah, they're going to push me.
Yeah.
So I try to catch myself on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm hammered too.
Right.
No, cast no stones at Jimmy there. I'm hammered.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, it's not broke. And they pull it back. And old reliable MD, Clint Fraley. Mm-hmm. Oh, shit. If he's screaming like that and he's drunk, yeah, it's broke. Satellite Med confirmed it the next day.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was in May of 2007. Had to wear the big thing in Brad's wedding. And then fast forward to October 2008, we're playing flag football, like 10 of us at James's at the apartment. I mean, just out there, hell of it.
Yeah.
How you get your hand caught on somebody's waistline of their shorts? Pretty questionable.
Mm-hmm. What's you going for?
Cotton balls.
That's the wrong flag. You better quit and let it go.
Jimmy didn't stop me.
No,
so,
God, no. Jamie wouldn't.
James got mad in the process.
I would imagine so, yeah.
But anyway, no lies to tell. Somehow my finger gets stuck in the waistband of his shorts trying to defend him or trying to catch a pass. I don't remember if I was on offense, defense, or on top or bottom, whatever. And it pulls my hand all the way back. How that happens, I don't know. It's such a freak injury. And their buddy Trevor's like, no, it's probably just whatever. And I was like, no, it's broke. This is it.
Yeah.
And I was like, Jimmy, why don't you move to Lexington? I'm sick of this happening.
Yeah.
So, yeah, 2 broken. I was sober. I mean, we weren't drinking. We were just playing football. Tough, man.
Yeah. Being in a hand backwards, let it touch the back of your hand.
Especially on some dude's pubic bone or pelvic bone. Not pubic bone as much.
You're going to have to quit grabbing balls.
Sounds like it. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
What is, you don't have sports memories like in general. Like, do you have sports memories? Like, I know you're not a sports guy,
right,
per se. Like, you're the guy. You're the
guy.
guy.
Our sports memories?
No. Like, major.
Oh, Kenyon Martin breaking his leg. I remember that because I was a big Kenyon Martin fan when he played for Cincinnati, and I remember him breaking his leg. And other than that, I didn't watch any other sports. That I was literally that year making a concerted effort to try to get more involved in watching sports because everybody was just watching, and I just hitched my wagon to Kenyon Martin, because I thought, well, he's a really good player, big guy, and real active, so I'm just going to watch him every game he plays.
He was a freak.
He was a freak, and so I was just watching all their games, and then he broke his leg. That might have been my fault. First team I tried to follow.
I was at Jeremy Hammer's house, watching that game when he broke his leg. It was bad. That's why I don't have a lot of Titans memory because I was just such a hardcore NBA fan that I remember watching football when I was a kid. I was a Dallas Cowboys fan like everybody in America when I was 8, 9, 10 years old.
Yeah.
But didn't do baseball. I remember being a Ken Griffey Jr. and Frank Thomas fan for like 5 minutes when I was 11, 12. Throw out my brother-in-law. But that's why I don't remember watching. I didn't watch the Music City Miracle. I didn't watch Steve and Eddie. I'd watch it with a hangover on Sundays back then when I was running around with the Craggids. Right. Not a big. So all my favorite ones, of course, are Lakers or Orlando Magic. I don't even remember. I wasn't even watching when Shaq broke the backboard as a rookie. I didn't start really watching until his second year.
I remember going to a state tournament that year that Anthony Hardaway was playing.
We would have been like 9, probably 8 or we'd have been 9.
Did we?
Wait, he'd been in high school?
Yeah, he was in high school.
Oh, that would have been you'd have been 6 probably.
Okay.
Because he got drafted when we were in
Maybe
5th grade.
Why did we go down there with the thought that we would see Anthony Hardaway then?
How old were we?
I would have had to have been in high school because they wouldn't have let us win.
Well, there was a guy named David. I think his name was David Harrison.
Yeah. Was he from the same place Penny Hardaway was?
I think he was from Nashville. He ended up, I think, getting drafted by the Pacers. He was like the big deal in the tournament, and he got a 4th foul, and he complained about it and got a technical. And so was out of the game after that. Penny, maybe just because his team.
Maybe that's what it was. Maybe his team was down there or something.
Of course, now he's the high school coach, or he was the high school coach. He just got hired by Memphis University.
Really?
He's getting all the big recruits.
All
these guys were just taking Memphis over Duke and Carolina and all the big name programs because he's had them in AAU and everything. It's gonna be. He's got the number 1 recruit in America. So Jordan hitting the game winning shot. That should have been his last shot.
Yeah.
In June '98 against Utah, where he pushes Byron Russell in the ass.
And then
away.
Gets
just that picture perfect jumper.
And the picture that you see of 23 almost everywhere if you see it.
Yeah. Because he's on the left wing, dribbles in the right, just enough push off, very so vaguely, just barely.
Give yourself just a little bit of room.
And just bam. And he just leaves it hanging.
Yeah.
And that's should have been the last image you seen on that Wizards. I seen a funny picture of Scottie Pippen in a Blazers uniform guarding Jordan in a Wizards uniform. Said, "This is not how you remember Jordan and Pippen." All the Orlando Magic. That still may be my favorite overall teams, the 1995 Magic, just because I love that team so much with Shaq and Penny, and they were ahead of their time, and they would run the fast break, and they had Nick Anderson and Dennis Scott. Dennis Scott don't look like he could play in the NBA. He couldn't even be a 12th man. Now he was a chubby little guy, just run up down, no defense, shot 3-pointers. That team, the 95 Magic and the 01 Lakers. 01 Lakers should be the greatest team in the debate for greatest team of all time because they've still got the record in the playoffs. But that's the year that Shaq and Kobe both asked to be traded. So it screwed them up. But so of an overall season, that 01 Lakers team where they weren't supposed to, they looked like they were going to win one championship then just fall apart, which ultimately they did after winning 3. But that playoff run, they were just, dominating people. They killed Chris Webber. They killed Duncan and Robinson. Had the one loss to Iverson, and after that, 15-1, most dominant. So that's a memory in itself. And then Derek Fisher hitting the .4 shot. You can find it if you just typed it on YouTube, Derek Fisher .4. Tim Duncan hits a shot where Shaq couldn't have played any better defense and takes 1-2 dribbles right at the foul line. He's falling down. He throws it up like this, falling down, and it goes in with .4 seconds left. We're having a party on West 3rd.
Yeah.
AJ said, "It's over, buddy. The run's over. Blah, blah, they're done." Crap. They just went out and got Karl Malone, Gary Payton, and they're looking at they reverse Shaq. He goes for the lob. They can't get it to him. Kobe's they've guarded him. Fisher catches it up left wing and just throws up. It's all you can do is just pretty much catch it like this. Heave it. And it goes in. Time expires. I go nuts in that apartment. Nuts.
Yeah.
That one, Robert Horry to tie the series, Western Conference Finals 2002 to give them the three-peat ultimately. But they're down 2-1 to the Kings, who was a much better team overall. They inbound the ball to Kobe. So you think automatic? Kobe's driving the lane. He bricks the shit out of this layup. Shaq grabs it. He's so scared of the moment where he's such a terrible free throw shooter. He just does this number with it, and the game should be over. Vlade Divac does what you're supposed to do. You knock at the other end. Instead of like grabbing it or tapping it all the way to the backcourt, he gives the perfect bounce pass to Robert Horry, one of the most clutch players in the history of the NBA. Just nothing but net. And I've never to this day heard an arena louder. You couldn't even hear Marv Albert trying to make the call on NBC. The Staples Center just rose all in unison. And Robert Horry, Big Shot Bob. My number one favorite, of course, 2000 Western Conference Finals, Game 7, winner goes to the finals. First championship run. They're down 15, start of the fourth. Can't hit nothing. Finally get it down. Brian Shaw, one of my favorite players of all time. Everybody's like, "You're a Brian Shaw fan?" I was like, Yeah, Brian Shaw, man, the Shawshack Redemption, the alley-oop for years. So he's knocking threes or he's hitting threes. And Shaq ties it on a jump hook. Then they're up 4, under a minute left. He crosses up Scottie Pippen. Rasheed comes up to make the denial. Perfect. Just touch pass. When you think it's perfect. And then it goes to the top of the square, and Shaq goes up higher as he's ever been. And one hand just thunder dunk. He comes out making that pose right there, what you're looking at. Just he's got the kid. He's pointing to everybody. Look at this. Woo!
Big Shaq Diesel.
43 points. It's a bad man. I love Brian Shaw. We look at this lob. Look at that athleticism. Oh!
I wouldn't call that athleticism. I would call that a really good pass because
What about the way he spun?
How tall is he? 7'11"?
The athleticism would be how he look at this spin move to the basket.
He about shoved his defender down whenever he went around.
Are you kidding me right now?
No, I'm not. Look at him. Watch him about shove him down.
He never. He grazes his butt, and that's a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year that he done that to.
That he shoved to get over.
Oh my word! He was getting it, gathering his footing.
Yeah.
Oh, what is it now? Oof.
So they just made that into a thing.
Watch his pass.
Huh?
Watch his pass. Oh, never mind. It's a little dunk because it's Shawshack.
What is this? Was that just turned into a thing after that?
Look at your boy Kenyon Martin. It started in Orlando. They've done it together in Orlando. Then the Lakers. I used to know it. I watched them so much. They'd have a run through Kobe or Fisher, whoever be at the top of the key, and B. Shaw would just hand it off, and he'd run to the corner. I was like, here it comes. Why the defenders couldn't figure that out, but Shaq was the biggest, baddest, most dominant.
He's a big dude
to ever play.
If he's got a hand on your back shoving you down, he's going to be hard to get back
blow
up.
At your ass. That you can do.
300-pounder shoving you down.
If you won the lottery, I'm ignoring your ignorance.
Yeah.
If you won the lottery tomorrow, what 3 cars would you buy?
Well, it depends on how big the lottery is.
Come on, as big as you want it to be. This is the fall fabrication here.
I'd buy a Koenigsegg for sure.
I don't know what the hell that is. Look it up.
Let me show you what a Koenigsegg.
I can't spell it. Don't know what it is.
I don't know if I can spell it.
Oh, you couldn't spell Schneider earlier, so I don't doubt it.
Koenigsegg. Koenigsegg. I'd buy a Koenigsegg for sure. Bam. Look at that.
That's nice.
Yeah. Probably a Corvette after that.
Yeah. I'm a Kennedy, so I got to have a Corvette.
I get that ZR1. Get on that ZR1 game. And
type that in.
Ooh, 2019. Look right here.
Damn, that's nice.
Orange, too. Ooh. I'd have that orange right there.
Yeah. That's
Corvette
nice.
ZR1 2019.
That black's sharp, too, though.
Yeah. That little bit of silver right there. That's pretty.
That'd be about $80,000 right there, wouldn't it? $100,000. They used to be about 80.
About 140, somewhere in that neighborhood.
That's just how much is a regular Corvette now?
Probably starts around 80.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that ZR1 you ain't taking that home for 80. And I don't know, I'd probably take a Porsche home, like a GT2 RS or something like that. GT2 RS. Yeah, I'd probably take that home too.
I don't like that.
Yeah, you're wrong, but
it's ugly.
No, it's not.
It's not. After you look at those last 2 cars, you pull that up.
Maybe a Chiron, Bugatti Chiron. Bam, and do 240 mile an hour, son.
I don't know. I get nervous at 40.
0 to 60 in about 2.8.
How quick?
2.8 seconds.
Real quick.
Yeah, real quick. Yeah, I don't know. I'd take a bunch of cars home. I'd pull a Dawn and take a Mercedes-Benz AMG black.
I love that Don's got like an unlimited amount of $50,000 and $60,000 cars, and every time I ride with his ass, I'm in a Ford Fusion. Like, Don, where's all your cars at? We're riding to the Titans game in Ford Fusions.
I wouldn't park that thing at a Titans game either.
No,
I don't know. What would you take home? You take home a truck, probably, wouldn't you?
just no K10.
Yeah,
Get that
K10 Blazer.
Get that lift kit on not the Blazer. Well, I like the Blazer's okay, but yeah, just those Chevrolet Silverado 78, 85.
Oh, you're going to talk about some old vehicles, take them home. I mean, I'll get a 68 Shelby. I mean, I'll take a 68 Shelby home all day long. Take a 1970 Chevelle Super Sport 454 LS6. I'll take that to the house.
Yeah, I like to have about a 68 Bronco.
Yeah.
Those old Broncos. I'm rugged, I'm wearing camouflage and Carhartt pants right now.
1968 Bronco.
I like those Broncos. I think it's 68 I like so well.
Let me see. Yeah, that ain't bad.
That's right. I don't know that it'd be my first purchase in the lottery.
I mean, I think
there's one at the Red Bull and Springs car show last year. It's sweet. It's a red one.
Yeah, I mean, but what would you take home if you just won the lottery, though?
Yeah, a Corvette.
Yeah, you got to take that Corvette home, right?
I couldn't park it. I couldn't go up my driveway with it.
yeah. Those ain't gonna fit up the driveway like them '80s models did, early '90s.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
But you're gonna get to the bottom of that hill real quick.
Yeah,
you're gonna get there right quick.
I'm not as big into. I mean, I love vehicles. Obviously, I'm Rick Kennedy's son, but yeah, I just like that old classic look, man. I ain't got these big sports cars. I ride with you.
Yeah,
I'll ride with you.
Yeah, I'd for sure find me a 1972 Mustang Mach 1. Yeah, I'd get me one of them.
I like those old Broncos, man. I would. I love those K10. I really wanted just old. There's a guy out here.
I got a 32 three-window Ford too.
What's that? Type that in.
For sure.
There's a cat out on the ridge there in Haydenburg. He's got a 78 model K10. It's rusted and it's rough. Oh yeah,
I'd take that home. I did not realize that my cell phone is somehow connected to this laptop. So every time I'm getting a text message, even though this is on
vibrate.
Yeah. This is on vibrate. I'm still getting dings through my computer.
They're all listening to us, man.
Every one of them.
They're all listening to us.
It's all connected.
I heard somebody tell they deleted Facebook Messenger off their phone because every time they would talk, they would start popping up, even though they didn't Google search it. Stuff that they talked about with their microphone enabled started showing up searches on the internet. It's all conspiracy, man. Shooter was right. That Black Ribbons album, and the whole world's going nuts.
It's craziness.
You're gonna end up with a lot of cars.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna get a 32. I'm gonna get like an old Willys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take home a Nomad. I'm gonna take home a couple old Mustangs for sure. I mean, I'm redneck. It's deep in me, so I'm taking a few Mustangs home. I'm gonna get one everybody style. I'm gonna get that new Corvette. Taking home a Koenigsegg. Gonna have me a Bugatti.
I'll cut all the sleeves out of my shirts.
Drive that Porsche around all day long. Put me on some white sunglasses. Man, just drive them.
Yeah. I mean, I'm with you. I don't know. I'd probably buy a brand new Chevrolet, jacked up.
Yeah, big brand Chevrolet new truck. I went by the Ford dealership the other day. They're $100,000 now. The big F-350s.
That is nuts.
Yeah.
God, that's nuts.
Yeah.
You turn on TV tomorrow. What's one movie that you can't ever pass up?
Troy.
Stupid selection. God, that's terrible.
What would you pick? Step Brothers?
I don't know.
Scarface.
I really intend
I wouldn't pass Scarface.
I intend on making it a goal in 2019 to go back watching all these critically acclaimed movies.
Like what?
That I've never watched. There's so many movies. I mean, I don't know how. I know it's got really good ratings and reviews. Like Philadelphia from like 1993 with Tom Hanks. Never seen it. It was for free. All right. I'm just saying it's a big movie that. There's a lot of movies I don't never watched.
Mm-hmm.
Troy, I've never seen that.
How many times did I make you watch Scarface?
A bunch.
Yeah. I'd watch that again right now.
Yeah, I just
say hello to my liver.
But we always did this for like a week after we watched it. It was weird.
Yeah, it was weird.
Just joking.
Yeah. What do you not pass up?
Varsity Blues is hard for me to pass up.
It's hard for me to ever watch that movie again.
It's awful now.
It's really not good now. I don't think it
we
was
talked
probably
about
good
it.
then, but
No,
there was a 95 Saline Mustang in that that the teacher drove.
Yeah.
White Saline with a convertible top.
Still waiting for that teacher.
Yeah.
To have come to Herman Springs. I don't know. It is bad now. White Man Can't Jump.
That movie is still really good. It still holds up.
Yeah. Let's get off Mama's. Let's get off yours.
Yeah.
That's probably my favorite sports movie of all time. That and 2 Major League movies. Major League movies are good.
Major League movies pretty good.
Yeah. Anything Will Ferrell in that one little run he had where it was
him and John C. Reilly.
Oh yeah, Old School, then Step Brothers, then Talladega Nights and Step Brothers.
John C. Reilly is a very underrated actor. He is very good. He plays in a lot of stuff where he's not comedic. He was in Gangs in New York. I mean, he's been in some serious stuff, and he's really good at it.
There's a guy.
But he's hilarious too.
He is hilarious. He's hilarious. The movie about Johnny Cash was funny that he done. The Walk Hard movie with Dewey Cox.
Yeah,
that was underrated.
Have you seen him as Dr. Steve Brule?
No,
you've never seen that. Dr. Steve Brule. Oh my God,
that's like Kane.
He's hilarious in this. Get him down here. Turn this up. John C. Reilly, Dr. Steve Brule, Brule.
I'm Dr. Steve Brule. Today I'll check it out to learn about something that you don't know about. Called space. You think you know about it. It's all around. Stars, sun, planet, Earth, planet. Star. Let's check it out. Check him out.
He's hilarious, man. He's really good.
I like how he's talking on the side of his mouth.
Yeah.
It reminds me
this crazy hair, too.
It's fun, man. I used to actually prank call people, man.
Yeah?
And
I've heard about that.
Well, there's a certain one, man. It's name was Dale Walker.
Yeah.
From Fort Worth, Texas.
Yeah.
Nah, he's just, man, mess people.
Yeah.
All the time like that.
Yeah.
Man.
Fort Worth, Texas. How'd you get to Fort Worth?
Man, I used to be a bouncer at Billy Bob's.
Oh yeah,
yeah, man.
Did you see a lot of stuff when you was a bouncer at Billy Bob's?
Man, we all had that. We had chicken wire in front of the stage, man.
Yeah.
Saw a guy get a Michelob Light.
Caught it in the face.
No, man, he bust over the table, man.
Yeah.
Cut that sumbitch's throat wide open.
Oh shit.
Yeah, man, I was at Billy Bob's.
One of the singers. One of the singers or something.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Well, he had old boy's girl out back.
Oh, you can't do that.
Well, that was the week before.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Bubba come in, he shot the jukebox.
Oh, last night,
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Got me on that. Yeah, man, I just always say that's Dale Walker, man. Fort Worth, Texas. You used to work at Billy Bob's. Damn, Bubba.
That's funny.
How
many people do you think you prank called over the years?
Man.
I tried to prank call you one time. And I was trying to use a soundboard because I knew I wouldn't be able to do a voice that you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
And I picked a soundboard that I didn't know well enough to click it fast enough, click on the things, and you roasted me on the other side of the phone.
I did?
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
I remember calling Cassie Scott one time in high school and telling her I was DT McCall's from Lafayette, Tennessee, and her parents had won a big screen television and they need to come.
Did they go pick it up?
I don't know, man. I wished I'd remember. But yeah, I remember her asking about it.
Oh, she asked you if you called her?
No. She was talking about it at school, like all this. I think that they called. I checked about it. Can't remember, man. That's been.
Oh, why wouldn't you call?
Yeah.
You don't really think there's some young punks prank calling you?
Yeah. I had that James Robinson guy. They called again asking for cattle. I've literally had this 397 number for 15 years plus.
Yeah.
And I still get the John guy, the cattle. And the other day, this guy called. He said, John, what did I just say his name was?
I don't know.
John Robbins.
I don't have any idea what.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I'll say I cannot believe. My God, I forgot this guy's name. What his last name is Robbins. Call it John, but he. Wow, this has literally been happening to me for 10 years, and I can't think of the guy's name. We'll say John. He says John. And I just hung up. I was at work, you know.
Yeah.
I didn't have time. He calls right back, and I was like, all right, I'll mess with this guy. And I was like, hello. He goes, Billy and them had their baby. I said, well, is this John? Yeah. Well, I just want to tell you that Billy and them the adoption went through. I went,
Huh.
You don't care? I said, what was the baby, black or white? It's a white baby. Okay, good start. And he said, well, this don't sound like you, John. Yeah. I said, you need anything else? I said, you tell Billy I said congratulations. I'm glad he's got a nice white baby.
I got to get back to work.
I just left him. I mean, I didn't really fool with him that hard, but it was funny because he was totally caught off guard.
Yeah, he was really happy, though, and then you ruined it for him.
He was so happy.
Yeah.
I guess it was, I don't know if it was his kid.
You know, he went and seen John later on. He said, hey, John, was you all right the other day whenever I called you?
I mean, it's just so random, these people that call him, and it's like they hadn't talked since like 1995, but they still know what's going on in their lives a little bit. It's just so random, some of the calls I get from this guy.
Hey, did you ever get that prank call? It was a robo call that you could get that where the guy was bringing you the cinder blocks that you'd bought from him on Local Sales Network.
No, I never heard that one.
My little cousin called me. You go online, you put in somebody's number, you pick the prank call that you want to do, and you just hit play, and it records it for you, and they'll send it to you. You can record it. You can listen to it later. So I get this call, and the guy says, "Hey man, this is blah 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 off of Local Sales Network. I've got those cement blocks that you bought." Who is this? I didn't buy any cement blocks. Yeah, you did. And this whole thing has been scripted with the perfect amount of pauses in it.
Wow.
And he said, yeah, those cement blocks you ordered. I didn't get any cement blocks. Well, look, man, I've got these cement blocks, and I'm bringing them to your house right now. I've got this message. I'm supposed to drop them off over there, and I'm bringing them. I ain't taking them back home with me. Look, man, I didn't order any cement blocks. I think you've got the wrong number. Guy goes, I ain't got the wrong number, man. You ordered these cement blocks and bring them to your house. I'm dropping them off in your front yard. You can either tell me where you want them, or I'm just going to drop them off the back of the truck. And I said, look, you got the wrong number. It's the wrong guy. I don't think this is, I don't know who you think I am. I don't know who you think you are, but I'm bringing these damn blocks over and I'm dropping them off in your yard. And at this point in time, I'm mad, right? And I said, look, you can take these cement blocks and shove them up your ass as far as I care with them. He said, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring you cement blocks over. I'm going to whip your ass, and then I'm going to drop these cement blocks in your yard, and then I'm going to drive them off. And, all right, just bring them on. Bring them on over here. Drop them off in my yard, and we'll see you when you get here. And at this point, I'm fired up and telling them about it. And then after you're good and fired up, he goes, you have just been prank called by the robo-dialer. And it, you son of a...
Yeah.
My little cousin sends me a recording of it.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's really good stuff. Yeah. I did one at work. Our janitor has been known at one time or another to milk some overtime.
Yeah.
And a friend of mine, she had just taken over her job of doing payroll and stuff from another girl.
Mm-hmm.
So I call her up one day he had a work line back in the warehouse. So it looks natural that Keith was calling.
Right.
Candace answers. County, this is Candace. Hey, Candace, how you doing? This is Keith. Hey, Keith. Hey, I just noticed my paycheck this week, and it's a little off. Well, what's wrong? I got way more overtime than you guys credited me for. Oh, I'm sorry, Keith. I take a look at that. Yeah, I don't know. I was here at least 14 hours overtime. Is there anything I can do? Yeah. Tamara never messed it up, ever. You're not off to a very good start. I work way too many hours for you to be taking it away because you don't know what you're doing.
Oh, God.
She's like, long pause,
uh-huh.
and she says, Keith, I'm sorry, but maybe it's just an error. Yeah, I think it was an error, but maybe you need to check in on that.
Did you ever clue her in?
Yeah, like a month later. I actually done that to him not too long ago. Actually, he done something. I can't remember what it was. It was some paperwork he had dropped off to HR, and there's a new HR chick. We just got a new girl in, and I was in there when he dropped it off, and he goes, "When do you think you'll get to look at it?" And she says, "Well, Keith, we're kind of busy right now, but I promise you we'll look at it later on." Okay, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
And I left there, did a circle, went to the cafeteria, and I hit 7224 Aaron Kerr. I said, "Hey, Aaron, it's Keith." She said, "Hey, Keith." I went, "Just wonder if you had a chance to look at that paperwork."
She said, "I'm sorry, Keith. We're gonna have to fire you now."
She's no Keith. I haven't. I didn't think it'd take this long. I never to this day have told her any different. Never. I forgot about it. I never told her any different.
Keith will be sitting in HR one day. I just don't have any recollection of doing all these things that you're saying.
Yeah. I called our new little girl in accounting. I'm at the other warehouse now, and we have this account with all throughout the Southeast and Florida. And not necessarily an Indian territory, you wouldn't think, because we don't deal with gas stations primarily or anything. But it's a joke.
Right.
And so I call her up from our little cordless phone. Mindy, this is accounting, Mindy. Hello, Mindy. I am calling about the credit hold that you have put on our account. We are trying to place heater orders, and it will not go through. Oh, I'm sorry. What company with? I am with Chesapeake of the carrier Chesapeake. Oh, okay. Let me look at it. Okay. I was actually, someone from your plant was trying to process order. It says, we have not paid our bill. We are very wealthy and very active in paying heater bills. I think he said he was a Kennedy. Dustin. Yeah, Dustin, he's over our new warehouse, our third location now. Okay, very irrelevant piece of information. I have already spoke with him. He's needing your blessing to process order. Well, it's showing you have everything good to go. All right, I will be speaking with Mr. Kennedy again. Tell him I speak with you. Have a lovely day. And I call her right back. She goes, "Hello?" And the same number, this poor old girl. And she goes, "Hey, Dustin, what's up?" She said, "Just talked to a guy that was needing." I was really confused by the whole situation because nobody ever calls and saying they're on hold. I said, "Really? Well, who was it?" "I don't know. I could barely make him out. He's a foreigner."
Yeah.
I said, "That was very racist and uncalled for, and I really wish you would be more open-minded about overseeing foreign accounts." She goes, "You sound just like him." I was like, "Mindy, what? It is me."
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's impressive. That's impressive. You got me. So I've done.
She's
it
a quick one, huh?
She's good. She's a sweetheart.
Yeah.
I've messed around on some phone lines before. I got Mayford and Salina fighting mad one time. We had a few. They said, "Call Mayford." I said, "Mayford, it's Bobby Dale. Bad deal, man. I got some gas over there, and you're gonna make it right." I ain't doing nothing. I ain't selling no bad gas. I said, "I got a brand new vehicle. It's a 1991 Grand Prix, and I got bad gas, and make it right, or I'm probably gonna stop your ass, Mayford." "Oh, by God, you just come on over here, son. I do a lot of things. I don't sell no bad gas, by God." I said, "This thing usually purrs like a little kitten, son, and I'm gonna have to stop your ass, Mayford." And he cussed me all up and down. Anyway,
Good time.
I need to grow up.
Yeah. Well, got anything else, Big Daddy?
No, that'll be good on that.
That'll be good enough.
We need to break some news on some of this stuff we got coming on soon.
Got a little bit longer. We'll break it out soon.
You know how I get.
I know how you get. You get a little overzealous.
I may tell it right now.
Don't tell it. I'll cut it out. It ain't gonna help.
We got big news coming up.
I'm gonna cut it out.
I got 4 things to tell you.
Yeah.
So exciting.
I'll cut it out.
I'm just telling you, there's 4 things I want to announce soon.
Okay. All right, people.
I'll leave you wondering. Curtis Rich when he texts me going, why can't you tell me?
Why can't you tell me? Because Lucas won't let me. You got anything else?
No, and I still ain't going to tell you, Curtis. Even not on air, not off air. It's going to be cool, and cruel.
It's going to be cruel that you don't tell him, but it's going to be cool.
Let's go home.
All right. Thanks for listening, everybody.